Hello, I'm Shoestring Jay and welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things thrifty, frugal and money saving. And I thought I'd just bring together a few bits of the last week and a half actually, because one of the things happened a week and a half ago, and just pull them together for a little bit of a vlog so you can see what we've been up to. It's been quite a busy time actually. We've been doing bits and pieces. We went to London to see the Tina Turner musical. I have to tell you, if you haven't been to see it and you can possibly get there, do it. It's fantastic. The actress playing Tina Turner was just brilliant. I really felt like I was there. You know, I felt like I was seeing her in concert. It's great because they do the whole Tina Turner story, and then at the end she comes back and she acts as though she's in concert, and she just sings and blasts out some real bangers at Tina Turner's hits. And it was just amazing and fantastic. So we got a really good deal on the tickets as well. So if you have a look around, it's possible to do that. But we did end up in the stalls, and the Aldwych Theatre is not the best for the stalls. It's a bit crowded down there. So if you can possibly not get the stalls, I would say don't. But, you know, it was 50 quid a ticket. And I got them for Justin's Christmas present, or part of his Christmas present. And then it cost a bit. We got a deal on the rail fares as well. If you book a particular train on the way there, it's cheaper, isn't it? So we saved about, I think it cost us £25 return each for the rail travel as well, which is normally, I think I'd done it a couple of weeks before and it was 36.50 I think it was. So it's definitely worth booking in advance to save a bit of money if you can. We don't have rail cards because we just don't go into London or even on the train anywhere very often, but that was a really nice experience. We really did enjoy that. And then we also have been doing a bit of frugal DIY. You can see some of the results behind me now with this green colour. We had a frugal Valentine's meal, which was really nice as well because it was Valentine's Day last week. And of course I've been charity shopping as well and doing a lot of eBay listings. So I'll show you a few of the charity shop bargains that I've found. I've actually been several times to find things. I've bought some things on Facebook Marketplace, and I've done some other charity shop bits and bobs today as well. I had to go into town today because last night I was sitting at my daughter's having a cup of tea, took my glasses off, and the arm just fell off. It's actually been sellotaped back on, which is classy to say the least. It's going to fall off again at any moment. And then they said, oh, it's okay. I went to Specsavers. They said, we can do you, can't be repaired. You need new frames, but we can do them for a quarter of the cost. It'll be £35. So I thought, okay, that's not too bad, but it would take a week for them to be done. And then I must have missed the call. Just looked at my messages on my phone, and they've left a message saying, sorry, we can't get those frames anymore. You're going to have to come in and start again. I am going to need a new eye test this year anyway. So I'm thinking, well, I'll just bite the bullet and do it because I know my prescription has changed. It gets worse every year now. So looks like I might have to have new glasses. I'm going to get one pair with them, and then I'm going to look online to see if I can get something cheaper online because there are various glasses companies that do them online. Let me know if you recommend any in particular. I know a lot of people do use them. So yeah, that's what I've been up to this week. Without further ado, I'll just show you some of the bits and pieces. Where are we going?
London.
We're going to see
Tina Turner.
Yes.
Come on! Let's go!
Okay, going to do the green in here today. Justin's, I don't know what he's doing. Archie's being very silly.
It's helping me.
I'm about to do this archway here. This is the before, and we'll show the after. So here is the after. Really pleased with this colour. We really like this colour. It really makes the furniture pop. We've only done that wall and the half of the arch, and the rest we haven't touched, but we are going to update that, but I actually don't think it looks okay with it's kind of white with a hint of green, I think. Perhaps it just looks like that because we have so much green in the room. And we've not finished all of the woodwork either. I did some of the woodwork, but that's a day's work. That was quite good. I think that's a lovely colour. It's Franchic Steaming Green, in case anybody asks. And this is the sideboard that I got from the auction, which I think looks really nice against it. And here is a lamp that I picked up on Facebook Marketplace. It's a vintage 80s lamp with kind of glass bits, which is very unusual. I thought, I love it. So I'm going to have that there. I wasn't sure whether I was going to sell it or not. And I don't know if I've shown you these before. I think I showed you them in my charity shop haul. Little Lorna Baileys. Not sure if we're keeping those or selling them. I think we should hang on to them for now. So it's coming together. It's amazing what you can do with just a coat of paint to create a frugal kind of makeover for your house. So I've just got in. I had to go up for a blood test earlier, and whilst I was out, I thought on the way back I'll go to a couple of my favourite charity shops. I actually went to 3 and picked up a few things, not masses, just a few things. Dying for a cup of coffee. When I came out of the hospital for the blood test, I thought I'd just pop into Costa. I had my cup with me already. And the queue was massive, so I thought, no, if I queue, I'll have to pay for the car parking because you get the first 30 minutes free. So that was at 10 o'clock. I was desperate for a cup of coffee at 10 o'clock, and it's now 1:45, and I'm just having one, so it's bliss. Anyway, let me show you the few bits and pieces that I got. Sorry, my hair has gone a bit skew-whiff. It's windy and rainy out there. It's always raining. When is it ever going to stop raining? I went to the £1 clearance shop, and I haven't been in there for a while actually, and it's a bit hit and miss, it's a £1 clearance shop. You never know quite what you're going to get. I picked up this puzzle for my mum because I think she'll enjoy that. It was £1. Everything's £1 in there really, unless I say otherwise. It's really, really nice. It's one of the Hop ones, House of Puzzles. She likes a busy puzzle, and it's very kind of nice vintage retro scene, so I think she'll enjoy doing that one. And of course we don't know whether they're all there, so this one I really hope they're all there for this one. I would say I would try this this puzzle, but you know what happened last time I tried to do a puzzle here. I still don't have a puzzle board, and sorry about the noise, the cat is throwing herself around the furniture. The cat's just destroyed the puzzle before I could finish it, but this is so vintage. It's called a Criterion, and it's in full colour, fully interlocking, and it's called Gay Interlude, which you probably wouldn't call a puzzle that now, would you? It made me laugh. I have no idea. Over 900 pieces, so we don't know how many, so I can't count. It's 29 inches by 19.5 inches. I don't think I've ever seen a puzzle with the measurements before. Normally it just says how many pieces. So it's by Filmar. I don't have a date. I was have to try and date it, but it doesn't say. I'll have to do a little bit of research, but I thought that's an interesting puzzle. I'll see. I'll probably get Mum to do that actually, and then I'll see if it's got any value. It might not have. Oh dear. And I picked up this piece of vintage fabric. I'm getting muddling up my charity shops now. This was just at the top of the pile, and I thought it's really rather lovely. And I don't know if I'm going to use it to cover the seats of the dining room table, or the dining room chairs, I should say, or sell it. I'm not really sure. I think it's rather pretty, pink, green, and kind of a gold colour. And I know it's vintage, but it doesn't say it's vintage, but it's such a vintage design. You wouldn't make that now, would you? But obviously it's never been used. It's by Blendworth Fabrics. So again, I'll have to look that up. It's quite a large piece of it. Let's go back to my £1 charity shop. So I picked up all of these. There's a whole little set of Alfred Meakin Hereford vintage cups and saucers and things. So let's see how many pieces I've got. And she only charged me one each for the puzzles, and then £2 for all of this Meakin stuff. So there are 2 side plates. I think there are more than 2 saucers, but let's have a look. I've forgotten. It wasn't that long ago. Oh no, there are 2 saucers. 2 saucers and 2 cups. So basically 2 little trios for £2. So it's very old-fashioned, but isn't it sweet? It's very, very sweet. Alfred Meakin. So that was a good buy for £2. I mean, I say it's a good buy, I probably won't get masses. And I've got a brown Betty teapot on a brown teapot sell. I've sold one as well. I only really thought about buying them very recently when I saw another reseller selling them. And so I've bought 2. One of them was Denby. One of them was just a made in England brown teapot. It's got loads of watches on it. I sold the Denby one. This is just a little tiny teapot. So I really don't know if it's got any value, but it's got England on the bottom. So it's a little vintage brown Betty. It needs cleaning up. I'll have to put some, I don't know, maybe some washing soda or something in there and give it a good soak. But I thought, well, you know, I'm experimenting. As you know, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm learning as I go along. And I thought that was worth a little look for £1. What else did I get? Oh yeah, I've collected so much summer tint stuff now. I thought when I saw the sugar bowl, I thought, oh, I might as well get that because I can add it to some other bits that I've got that I'm selling. So that was, okay, again, £1. I don't keep telling you. It's like when you go to Poundland, do a Poundland haul and tell everybody everything was £1. It's all £1. And I just got this really pretty vintage jug, no make, but I thought that is just lovely. And I would actually put that on my dresser, my pink dresser. Oh, I still might actually. There's not really much room on there, so I'll probably have to move something else off. But isn't it lovely? I just love this pink and green. I'm such an old lady. This is what my daughters would tell me. I'm such an old lady and I like old lady things now. And I picked these up for Justin because they were £1. And they're real suede. Well, I think they are. Yeah, they are real suede. They look as if they have never been worn. They're size 10. Well, Justin veers between a 10, 10 and a half, 11. So, but they're sandals. So, you know, I'm hoping they might fit him. He lives in these kind of sandals all summer. So I think he'll be pleased with those. It's an extra Valentine's Day present because it is Valentine's today. It's Wednesday the 14th as I am filming this. And then, okay, so where did I go to for these? Oh, I just popped into a hospice shop. They have 2 shops quite close to each other. One of them is the £1 clearance store. And then up the road they've got furniture, but they also do a bit of bric-a-brac. And I did get some nice things from there the other day. I can't remember if I showed you them or not. So I thought I'll pop in again. I got 2 of these. They are Elizabeth Smythe, fine bone china, England, vintage mugs. And these were only £1. Not everything is £1 in there, but I don't buy the things that they pull out certain bits of china in there and really charge a lot of money, and I just don't know why sometimes. And then they've got another shelf where they're not hardly charging anything for similar things. So I think it must depend who's putting them out. So I always go for the cheap shelf first and see what exciting things are on there. And then very occasionally I'll see something on the dear shelf that's worth spending £10 on, but not very often. And that's the other one. So I think they're really pretty. I like those. I don't know what value they've got. I mean, if they haven't got any value, I might keep them because my mum always says, do you know, I love drinking out of a fine bone china cup or mug. And I've got lots of them, but they're all for sale. So perhaps I should keep one out for her. It goes with my colour scheme. And then this was just a little jug. It was only, did they do it for £1 or £2? £1, I think. It wasn't labelled. So I thought, well, that's really interesting. It looks kind of mid-century, doesn't it? It doesn't have any make on it, so I really don't know. But I would say from the style, not that I'm any expert, but I'm learning. But I rather like that. I think it's a really nice, elegant shape. Brown, not everybody's cup of tea, but I think I quite like a bit of brown. So that was all. Oh, I've done that. I've got one more in here. One more, which again hasn't got any make on it, but it's porcelain. It's rather like the summer chintz, isn't it? Where is that? Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. I've got this print and something else. I'll have to have a look. But it's a little china tray. So it could be, I don't know, a dressing table tray, or it could be something for display, or you could actually use it as a tray. And that was £2.50. Again, not sure if it's worth that, but, you know, at the moment, at this point in time, I'm just grabbing what takes my fancy. Oh, this is what I got. Because I am a complete tea addict, I got really, really panicked when my book group told me yesterday it had been on the news that there's going to be a tea shortage. So I thought, I need to have some tea. I can't run out of tea. Popped into the Co-op next door to the charity shop, the last charity shop I went to, picked up. They only had small boxes. All the big boxes are gone. So obviously, normally I'd go for bigger boxes because they're cheaper. And when I was in the hospital, I picked up some tea from the Marks and Spencer shop as well, because I just am addicted to tea. So I picked up decaf as well, one decaf, because I drink decaf a lot of the time. And I just got myself in a panic. And this morning when I made my leaf tea, which I make every morning, I used it twice. And I thought, actually, that was perfectly okay. I should always do that. So I'm going to do that and stretch it out. I'm sure it's probably nothing. I'm probably making a mountain out of a molehill. But I want to make sure I've got tea. I've got tea in the cupboard as well, so it's not like I really needed to buy any, but I just got into a panic. Now, I know nothing about these. They're clearly vintage. Let's see if I can find both bits. None of the charity shops had much paper today. I had to persuade them to give me the paper. I have no idea about the value on these ones, but they're a rather nice colour. And I think she charged me, I don't know, I think she charged me, I'm trying to think what she charged me, £6 for everything in there, so perhaps £1 each for those. And they are made in the USA, Fire King ware. And like I say, I've no idea. Apparently they're oven proof, but why you'd want to put those in the oven, I don't know. But they're a very nice kind of amber colour. They may have no value whatsoever, but I'm just learning. Let's put those down there. And then honestly, I embarrassed myself so much. I am such a totally clumsy klutz. I mean, I blame the arthritis in my hands, which is not good at the moment. But I went into the last charity shop and saw two of these quite nice vintage tureens. I'll show you that. They're by Susie Cooper, Bone China, Venetia, member of the Wedgwood group. And I thought these are nice. The lid as well. And notice I say there's a lid. And there were two of them there, and I said, how much do you want for this? And as she turned round, I just knocked the lid off and smashed it on the floor into a million pieces. And I was mortified. So obviously I thought, well, I've got to buy it now. I've just broken it. So I said, how much would you have charged me before I broke the lid? And she said £2. I thought, well, that's, I can't argue with that. So I said, well, I'll buy both of them since I've just broken one of them. And I'll give you £2 for each of them. So I don't know, again, if they've got a massive value. This one got less value because it's now lost its lid. But I just can't believe I'd done it. It's so embarrassing. Luckily there weren't many, many people in the shop because I would have been completely mortified. So yes, I got those. I don't know if they've got a value. So again, I've got to do a bit of research. I do need to do a bit of listing. I've still got some shit. I'm trying to drink out of a vintage cup with nothing in it. I've still got to do some listings this week. I haven't done any. So everything has slowed down again in the shop. And as soon as I stop listing, it really slows down. So I need to get listing. So I don't know when I'll do that because I'm going to go and make some things. I'm going to make, Justin keeps saying he really fancies a prawn cocktail. So I bought some, no, I didn't buy any prawns. I got some prawns. So I'll show you what I'm going to do, shall I? Let's just show you what I'm going to do for our at home, not too expensive Valentine's meal. So this is the basis of our Valentine's dinner. Much cheaper than going out. So I didn't pay £3.32 for the prawns, as I was saying. I paid nothing for the prawns because my daughter went to get a Too Good To Go bag from her local co-op and there were prawns in it and she doesn't like prawns. So it cost £3.50 the bag, but she kept all the other bits and gave me these prawns. So they cost me nothing. So because Justin keeps saying he wants to have some prawn cocktail, I thought, I'll make a little prawn cocktail for our starter. And he likes steak and I'm doing low carb, so it kind of fits in to have a steak and salad for me with my low carb. All of this does. I'm going to make the sauce for the prawn cocktail myself so that it's low carb, not full of sugar. So these cost $6.99, which sounds like a lot, but it's a treat. It's for Valentine's. Strawberries out of season, wouldn't normally buy them, but berries and cream is something I can have for my dessert and that Justin would also like. So I've got blueberries and strawberries and we're going to have cream. And I may go crazy and have a glass of wine, which is not low carb, but there you go. Or I could have, actually, I might have a gin and tonic with mine because I can have a low calorie tonic. Yeah, so that's the plan for Valentine's Day. First course, prawn cocktail made with sriracha sauce. I don't know how you say that. I think it's that. So I decided just to fry these really, really simply in some olive oil with some salt and pepper, and then Justin likes a big blob of mustard on his, but I thought that would be fine as it was with the mushrooms as well that I was planning to make. And here are the mushrooms, large field mushrooms. I just stuffed them with spring onions and cheddar cheese, a bit of soft cheese and some parmesan, and then baked them in the air fryer for about 10 minutes, I think it was. We've got our prawn cocktail ready. Steaks are about to go on. Justin's guzzling the wine with gay abandon. You are. Air fryer's going. It's got everything in it. Okay, happy Valentine's. It's quite nice, this prawn cocktail. Not too spicy.
That's good.
So I've got Justin's out. Mine's still in because I like mine quite well done. And we've got a green salad to go with that as well. There's stuffed mushrooms. Justin's looks quite rare. Hope that's not too rare, Justin. Me and Justin are fighting over the black olives because he's been scoffing them all.
I've not had any yet. You've got like 20 on your plate. I've got one.
4 on my plate, and you've got loads of chips.
One.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
And a nice simple dessert of strawberries, blueberries and cream. So that's some of my week. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me the thumbs up and do subscribe so you know next time I am about to publish a video. I'll see you then. Bye for now.